Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I am Fadil Haq here with another lecture for class first year, and this is lecture number 9 and from unit 5, which the name of the unit is Network Communication and Protocols. So today our topic of discussion is this one, network and comparison of this TCP IP slash IP and OSI model. OSI layer model. We can see that today our topic is the comparison of this TCP IP architecture and model and OSI model. As we already discussed about both one by one, now today we are have a look upon the comparison. What are the comparison between these two models? First of all, we can see that the first difference and first comparison between these two model are this OSI model have 7 layers from application, presentation, session, transport, network, data link layer, and physical layer. Then this TCP model, architecture model have 4 layers, which are application layer, transport layer, network layer, and network interface layer. This network layer is already we have discussed as internet layer, which here it show that it is a network layer, but it is not a network layer. It is an internet layer. So we can see that it is internet layer. This one is a internet layer. We also already discussed about here. So for comparison of this TCP/IP and OSI model, we can have a look upon the characteristics. So what are the similarities of these two models? Similarities. First similarity is they share both. We can say that both, not they. We can say that both share share same architecture, similar or same or similar architecture. Similar architecture. What of the models here are similar? Both have the similar architecture. This can be we already have the shown by this figure that both have similar architecture. Then we can say the another similarity between these two protocol suites and protocol models are they share some common application layer. Application layer. The layer which are the common in both models are both have the common application layer. This layer is used by the both models, but this application layer, in practice, the layer includes different services depending upon the each model. We can say that this application layer is used commonly both by the both OSI model and the TCP/IP model, but it depends upon the applications which are different from one another. Then we can say that both model have comparable transport and network layers. Definitely, we already seen that both both model both models have some have two common common and comparable transport and network layer. Transport and network layer. We can see that in the figure that both have some network layer. You can see that in this figure, a transport layer and some this network layer. Both have these common layers used by both protocols. Then we can see that both models used mm, both model the packet switching packet and switched technology, because both transmit the data by used by packets and switched packet and switched. And then we can see that both models are based and depends upon some stack and some group of protocols. We can see that both both models are based on the concept of the stack of stack of protocols stacks of protocols. So these are some similarities of these two models. Now we are going to this similarity differences and differences. Now we are going to see one by one what are the differences between these two protocols. The first main difference is OSI model. OSI model have seven layers suites, and the TCP/IP have only four layer suites. So this is the first main difference between both of them. Then we can see that the TCP/IP combines mm, combines the presentation and session layer issues. We can see that issues into its application layer. As we can see that this diagram, that this presentation and session layer are combined with this application layer in this suites, TCP/IP suites. So here, application, presentation, and session, there are three layers to deal with the different type of functions. But in TCP/IP protocols and TCP/IP concepts have only one application layer which deal with all these three different type of functions. then we can look upon look upon the other differences. What is the other differences are there? TCP/IP protocols are considered to be standard around which the internet has developed. The OSI model, however, is a generic protocol independent standards. So this is the another differences that TCP IP is the most common used internet suites, most common used, and the another one OSI model. The OSI model is a generic protocol independent standards. Protocol independent standards. And then we can see that TCP/IP combine the OSI data link layer and physical layer into the network access layer. We can also see that TCP and slash IP combines TCP/IP combines the data link layer and physical layer into the one layer, which one is network access layer. So this one is another difference between these two layers. So we can also say that TCP and /IP suites mostly depend upon is based upon protocols and where OSI model is layer based model layer based model. So so now we have looked upon these two some layers and layer models. The first one is application, the OSI model, which have application, presentation, session, transport, network, data link layer, and physical layer. And this one has only 4 layer. And there are we already have discussed about some similarities between them. The most similarities are all these are based on the layers, and both have some layers, and both supported some protocols, and both supported some applications, and they both have something common. But one is then both have the application layer, both have the transport layer, both have the network layer. These are the common thing similarities between these two stacks. And then we are going to have a look upon the dissimilarities or differences between these two models. The first model have only 7 layer, and the second model have only 4 layers. Then we can see that in OSI model there are some different function done by application layer, presentation layer, and session layer, and all these functions have been done in the application layer in TCP/IP protocol suites. So this is the difference between these two layers, that in one layer 3 layers are using different functions, and in this layer and in this model, one layer is doing all these functions. So then we can see that here we have a data link layer and physical layer, and then here only a network interface layer uh, are doing the same job and same functions which are have been done in OSI model and in OSI network architecture. So these are some comparison between OSI model and TCP/IP protocol. Thank you.